Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. Y'all gonna crack up. After I used to work at the fitting plant in Missouri, the Chrysler plant. I worked at the town and country line where they built all the town and country minivans and shit like that. So I worked in the paint department. I used to, load the paint, the robot, and then paint all the car parts like the doors and shit. Then they shit them down the conveyor belt. I mean, at the time, I was making about $20 an hour. Made pretty damn good money at Chrysler. You know, worked there for damn near 5 years until they shut that motherfucker down. So, anywho, what happened was the plant, they were shutting down. The guy first thing that came out, the guy was talking about lean production. That's when I said, oh, yep, they getting ready to shut this motherfucker down. They start talking about lean production. When they start saying anything about lean and shit, that mean they had getting ready to motherfucking close the doors. So at that point, I knew what they was gonna do. So, but I ain't know when. So I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna keep working and shit like that. Whatever they gonna do. So they said they was gonna shut the plant down. You did. So we in the motherfucking cafeteria shit. Big ass cafeteria. You actually ain't too far from Boeing and shit. And I said, shit, man, I can get on with Boeing. Because I used to be in the military. I can get on with Boeing. So, shit, Boeing at that time started having a damn strike, and I ain't crossing no damn picket line because we damn near got the same Teamsters. We damn near got the same union. But Chrysler, all your like manufacturing and shit, we got damn near the same union. So I was like, fuck that. I ain't crossing no goddamn picket line if you in a union. Fuck that. You don't do that. You don't cross no picket line. And don't get me wrong, I support unions. I don't give a fuck. I support unions. So even though unions right now is shitty, they shitty, but unions protect the motherfuckers sometimes. I ain't gonna even lie. It's a benefit. It's a pro and a con with unions. Real talk. But anyway, so they was shutting the plant down. So, I got my little bullshit ass pension and shit. It wasn't number what, 6, 7 grand. Nick, I ain't gonna lie, I went to the mall like a motherfucker, turned down the goddamn mall. I on some straight nigga shit. Bought me like 3 or 4 pair of J's and shit. Then I was like, what? I was motherfucker staying in. My rent went up what? Not like at the time, my rent went about $400 a month. So shit, that's how cheap rent was back in the early motherfucker 2000. Rent was cheap. I had just a 1 bedroom apartment, and at the time, me and my ex-wife, we just got married. So, we were, shit, we were kicking it, living like a motherfucker, but they let me go, let everybody go. This motherfucker committed suicide. Motherfucker shot himself on the damn highway. The guy named Brian Williams, he blew his head off and shit. Basically put a gun to him, I blew his head off on the highway. I had just spoke to that motherfucker, 2 or 3 days ago. He from another department. And he went and bought all that shit. Bought like a motherfucker, a ATV, big ass camper, big ass fucking Ford F2 Super Duty to pull that motherfucking couple. He bought a lot of toys, a lot of motherfucking toys. And then he just bought his wife and his daughter a new car because he got, this right where we got that damn raise and shit. So he went spending money like he went splurging, throwing money around like he a motherfucking millionaire and shit. So motherfucker had all he didn't know that but they was gonna do that shit. So he actually motherfucker went on the highway, basically killed himself. He didn't have to do that shit, but you know, people get like he was trying to figure out how he was gonna do that shit, so he just offed himself. But anyway, your boy almost became a crack dealer. I'm dead serious. There was a guy my brother used to deal with back in the day, and you know, we was good friends, and you know, he was motherfucking dealing that weight. You know, he had that weight. So he spotted me a motherfucker he spotted me about an ounce. He like, man, I'll give you and your brother, we cool. We grew up with each other, so you know, he spotted me a motherfucking an ounce, a little quarter of a half an ounce. So I rocked that shit up. Rocked that shit up there at this motherfucking dope house. So I called myself getting on the damn block thinking like, yeah, nigga, I'm finna get in this trapping game, nigga. I'm finna start trapping. Shit, I was out there on the block, motherfucking police pulled up on the motherfucker, snatched them niggas up, man. I threw that shit down so quick. Man, that shit down there automatically like flew out my hand. I'm like, man, fuck all this shit, lock them motherfuckers up. Threw all that shit on the ground. Threw all that shit on the ground. I bet you some crackhead came back with a flash like, shit. Look for that shit. But yeah, that's the only time, man, I came close to the dope game, man. Real talk, man. I'm like, you know what? He like, man, I ain't gonna never front you no shit no more, nigga. You ain't built for that. I said, you know what, my brother, I sure ain't built for that shit, cause I'm not doing no goddamn time in no jail. Fuck all that. So that's the only time a nigga came close to being to trapping in the hood. After that shit, man, fuck that. I ain't going to jail, man. Fuck all that. Fuck, hell no. Nigga, I've been and went, cause I'm telling you, man, I ever go to jail like that, nigga, I'm gonna be the most craziest motherfucker in jail. I'm gonna just be walking around with hair. Well, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be so fucked up in jail, I'm gonna just let myself grow wild in a motherfucker. Yes, so those motherfuckers won't fuck with me. Real talk. Over and out.